Hello everybody, my name is James, and I am the Toy Cannon of, well, Toy Cannon. Before we begin, do me a big favor. You have 5 seconds to subscribe. That's right, you have 5 seconds to hit that subscribe button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you didn't do it, well, you still can do it. That button doesn't fucking go anywhere. I hate when people do that. It's like, YouTube didn't take away the subscribe button because I didn't do it in the 5 seconds. So do me a big favor, before we begin, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit your notification bell, and leave me a comment of something. Well, don't leave me a comment yet, leave me a comment later in the video of a commercial that I should review, because that's what we are doing today. One of the weirdest things about American television is its commercials. They are also some of the greatest things about American television, but we're not talking about those because those aren't funny. Coming up on the Super Bowl time, so I will do a Super Bowl commercial version of this. For those of you who don't know, the Super Bowl is... What?
What? What the fuck?
It's basically an American holiday, and I think it should be a holiday. I think we should get the Monday off after, because most people are hungover and tired because we watched the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is when the top two NFL, which is American football, the top two NFL teams play for all the bowls, especially the Super one. That's not true. They play for a Lombardi trophy. It's a little silver football. It's a trophy. But it's for all the bowls. There are entire groups of people who just watch that Super Bowl for the commercials. So today I thought we would review not Super Bowl commercials, but some weird commercials on American television that I have very serious problems with. The first one I actually didn't see on TV. I actually saw this first one on YouTube. I saw it a whole bunch on YouTube. It was basically the ad for about a month, I feel like, on every video I watched. Go down to the comments and leave a comment if you saw this ad as well, or if this is actually a TV commercial or whatever. But if you saw it on YouTube as well, leave it down in the comments that you saw it. So it is an Orbit gum commercial, which gum commercials have gotten kind of weird. 5Gum does really weird ones. I don't know why a whole bunch of gum commercials are always the weirdest fucking commercials for something that they want me to put into my mouth and chew on. Why are you making weird commercials? I goes in here and I chew on that. Make a regular commercial. I know what your gum is. Don't be weird. So the Orbit gum commercial. We start out in what seems to be a high school with two high schoolers. Let's watch part of it.
I don't know if we should kiss. I mean, you're a zombie.
I don't know if we should kiss. You're a zombie. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. She's a fucking zombie. We've lost it. We've lost it. We've lost it. Time to get rid of the whole country. We gotta start America all over again. We gotta have a revolution. It's the only option at this point. Oh no, we can kiss. You're a zombie. Zonk, Scooby. I don't know. Should we make out with this monster? No, you shouldn't.
But I'm kind of hot.
What the Oh yeah, but I'm kinda hot. No, you're not. You're a zombie. First off, she's a teenager, so this is already kind of creepy, but no, you're not. You have a disease, a gross, disgusting disease. I'm kind of hot. That's what? No, that's what? Doesn't mean we make out. You're a fucking zombie. I'm kind of hot. And I guess apparently the power of being a teenage boy boner is high enough that you'll make out with a zombie, because...
Yeah.
I chew Orbit gum, and I now never want to chew Orbit gum ever again. Yeah, you kind of hot. Yeah. And then he rips off her arm. Come on, is this what's come to? Is this where we're at as a country? Is this what now goes on? Is this what teenagers like? Teenagers like, oh my god, how you can make out I'm kind of hot, even though I'm a zombie. I can just it's all better. Okay, this one really bugged me a lot when I first saw it, and then I had to see it 1,000 times, and it felt like I was like losing my mind. I was like, is it me? Am I the one that needs to be domed? Like, go put one into my head because I'm the zombie? Am I the idiot? It doesn't get much better, because apparently all candies now have decided that weird, awful commercials is the way to sell their candy. The next ones we're going to cover are, they're actually back-to-back M&M commercials. If you haven't seen these M&M commercials, lucky you, because fuck me. The first one is actually a 2019 Super Bowl commercial, it looks like. It's with Christina Applegate. They're in her, what looks like a Ford SUV. Let's watch part of it.
All right, guys, come on.
Get your foot out! Cut it out!
Get your foot off of him.
Quit it! Hey, watch it. Hey, stop!
Ow!
Cut it out!
I'm not doing anything.
Ow, quit it!
Okay, do I have to break you guys apart?
He started it! Stop it!
You
All right.
stop.
Stop it!
Guys, come on.
Stop touching me!
Okay, that's it. If you don't stop, I will eat all of you alive right now.
I prefer the break us apart option.
They're selling an M&M chocolate bar, which is totally fine. That's not the problem with the commercial. Wouldn't that be funny? That was my issue with this commercial. I was like, a fucking chocolate bar? First off, your little bite-sized candies, okay? You're not a chocolate bar M&Ms. Get your shit together. Like, it'd be hilarious if that was my problem with it. But no, my problem is this. First off, completely unwrapped chocolate bar. She just has this gargantuan chocolate bar unwrapped in her backseat, melting all over her nice leather. Oh, that's a problem. Second, these are living, speaking creatures stuck alive in a candy bar, just jammed in there. They're talking to her. They're arguing in the back seat. And she threatens to break them apart. So, to break this apart, you're snapping some hands and arms here. You're breaking limbs, because those are clearly working limbs. They walk around, they talk, they move, they do all these things. Those are working limbs. She's going to have to snap some of those. You can see by some of the lines, she's going to have to snap some arms. She's going to have to break these things' arms and just, like, rip them apart. Then, they keep arguing, so she jams on the brakes, and then she straight up just threatens to murder them. So when Eminem was like, let's make a hilarious Super Bowl commercial, the winning idea was, what if Christina Applegate straight up threatens to murder something? These M&M commercials drive me crazy, because you are talking about living, speaking creatures. Now, I eat meat, and like, oh, they're alive too, but they're not talking a part of society. The fact that they're not even worried, in other commercials, they're not even freaked out by talking candy, except the Santa thing sometimes. But everyone else seems to be totally fine with it. So this means that they are contributing members to society where this is pretty normal in this universe, and she just straight up threatens to, the least amount thing she threatens is just ripping them apart. Just snapping them and ripping them apart. The second thing she threatens is to murder them.
I prefer the break us apart option.
I prefer the break us apart option. Really, you should prefer the get us out of this chocolate bar without straight up breaking all of our bones. Or killing us. How about just leaving us alone? How about not shoving us in a bar in the first place? This is not a universe I want to be in. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not okay. So the second one is, the third one, the second M&M one, is they're introducing M&M hazelnut spread, so it's just like M&M with like hazelnut spread in them, like a Nutella or whatever it is, right? It's just hazelnut spread. They're pretty good. I've had them, but this is the commercial they decided to go with. They were like, "Yep, this is the winning idea. This is what drives me crazy and makes me lose my mind. This was the idea that won. Like, this was the idea they went with, and then they spent a lot of money to make the commercial, and then millions of dollars using it as an advertisement."
The flavor we've all been waiting for. The hazelnut spread M&M Spokes Candy.
Okay, so they're doing a presentation sort of similar to an iPhone presentation or an Apple presentation where they're like, here's our new thing, and then they display it, or the Tesla one with the truck, here's our new thing, and then there's a huge display. And they pull it up, and gone. Now here's what they left: the shoes and gloves behind. They left the shoes and gloves behind. Lock that away. For the last part of this commercial, lock it in your head. They left the shoes and gloves behind.
What did you do?
We ate him.
They pan over to the other M&Ms. They pan over, lock that one away, shoes and gloves behind, other M&Ms. They've panned over other M&Ms. The other M&Ms have chocolate and hazelnut spread all over their mouths, which means
Ate the new spokes candy?
Not all of him.
New
they ate the new spokes candy. That's cannibalism and murder. This is straight up murder cannibalism. They are M&Ms who ate the new spokes candy. Now, I don't even want to talk about, like, is the new spokes candy birthed? Do they just make it? Does it pop out at full grown age? Has this spokes candy been around? It just wasn't the spokes candy yet? Like, is this hazelnut spread all year around? They just found them and now there's a new spokes candy for the new candy? Do they sell miniature versions of the spokespeople, or do they actually just sell big ones like the spokesperson into other people murdering them? Because that's what it kind of looked like in the Christina Applegate commercial. Didn't think about that, did you? I love M&Ms. I like the peanut M&Ms. I like the hazelnut spread ones. I like regular ones. I love M&Ms. But this is straight up cannibalism. Like, why is this the winning idea? What the f is going on over at the M&M company? Is it Mars? Who makes them? M&M? I don't know. What's going on over there with their advertisers? I have some serious issues. I think we need to check on them. They left the shoes and gloves behind. I told you to lock that one away. Do you remember how I told you to lock that one away? Well, bring it back up to your memory. They left the shoes and gloves behind. This happened in the amount of time it took for them to walk over, show it, and her to see it happen. So it happened fairly quickly, which means they ate the legs and arms also. Because the M&Ms clearly have working limbs that they walk around with and use their arms and all that kind of stuff. You can see it. They used them to eat them, which means they either discarded the bones fast enough and hid them somewhere, or they ate them also. This is murder cannibalism. This is murder and cannibalism. It is not... How are these the winning ideas? Alright. This video is probably going to be too long. But... you know what? I'm actually not going to talk about this genre of commercials yet. I was going to. But I think this video is long enough. I think I'm going to do an entire video on this genre of commercials. So I'm going to do that next week. This is a continue. This is part 1. I have some other commercials that I have really big issues with, so next week will be a part 2. So hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button. My name is James. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next week.